no doubt that military men and women make outstanding employees in countless professions, but sometimes the transition out of the military into civilian life can provide some obstacles. Here to help veterans maximize their potential in the workplace and better prepare themselves for the next chapter in their professional lives is retired Army Colonel Garland Williams and Military Relations Vice President for University of Phoenix. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing today?
Good, good. Happy to be talking about our veterans. And certainly, as I mentioned, they do make such good employees. But there does just seem to be a little bit of a gap in making sure they get plugged into those right jobs and really making sure, as I said, we can maximize their potential. So how do you do that?
Well, I think the first thing that you need to do when you're a veteran is to do an assessment of your experience and your education. And the military is giving these veterans an incredible experience, a lot of leadership at a very young age that our civilian corporate partners want to take advantage of. But you also need to see if you have any gaps in your education. And I recommend about 2 years out from when you're going to transition is to look at that, because then you can try to shore up that education gap using active duty tuition assistance. You can also take the time to get your resume ready, make sure that your interview techniques are good, so when you're ready to actually do the real interview for real, you're ready for prime time.
Any suggestions on maybe where to go to get that, resume help and your interview skills kind of brushed up on? I mean, where do you go? Any resources that can maybe help our veterans with that? Because that's a tough job for anybody.
It is, and there are several. In addition to what we have at the University of Phoenix, and you can find that on phoenix.edu, we also can go to the Department of Labor Transition Assistance Program. This is a 1 or 2 week program that every service member takes before they exit, and it's an optional second week. They learn how to write that resume, either civilian or federal. They learn how to dress for success, because many of us have been wearing military uniforms for so long. We need to learn the latest in suits, for example. It also learns how to do your interviewing, because you need to relax. You need to take away the acronyms. You need to show your personality. And it also explains to you what your VA benefits and your educational benefits are. Additionally, University of Phoenix has partnered with the U.S. Chamber of Commerce called Hiring Our Heroes. Hiring Our Heroes has over 200 events a year across the country, and its sole purpose is to have a hiring fair with corporations present who have open jobs to get vets hired.
Well, and I was going to ask you, let's say we have some business owners watching this morning. Why would you suggest that veterans are those outstanding employees? Why would you encourage them to hire them?
Well, I think we can agree there's not a lot of call for an infantryman with these civilian employers, but what that infantryman learned during his military experience is invaluable. And I break it down into the 3 M's. Money, manpower, and materiel. Have you brought a project under budget? How many men and women did you supervise and lead during military service? And materiel, how much stuff did you have? Even our lowest squad leaders are assigned for millions of dollars worth of equipment. Those 3 skills translate very easily into civilian world, and that HR civilian manager can understand that piece very well.
Yeah. I know there's a lot of free resources that are out there, but sometimes people just maybe don't know where to look, don't know that they're there. Any place you can send them to look for those free resources so they can take advantage of them?
Certainly. I'll give you 2 websites. The first one is hiringourheroes.org, and you can find out where that veteran hiring fair is going to be near you. And the second one is phoenix.edu/military. You can go there and find out how you can get help making your transition, also for interest profilers, and figure out what programs may lead to your best career.
Awesome. Well, let's hope we can get more veterans employees. Garland Williams, thank you so much for joining us this morning.
Thank you. I enjoyed it. Appreciate it.
All right. We, of course, will put all that info on our website as well, so it's easy for you to find, fox4morningblend.com.